Well, hello Gemini, and welcome back to my channel. This is going to be your 12/12 portal reading for the month of December. Now the 12/12 portal starts for us on December 12th. The day after that, that's also the day of the new moon. And then 12/13, Mercury goes into retrograde. 12/21, we are going into our winter solstice. Now this 12/12 portal energy, this retrograde energy, all of that goes through to the end of December. So this is a time to go into introspect, to take inventory of yourself, to have a reflective review of the past, looking at the past through the eyes of forgiveness and compassion and gratitude about the lessons that we have learned. So we're going to see what message the Spirit has for you as we are moving into this energy. Ooh, Gemini, y'all start off good. Ten of Pentacles energy. So focus on as you're moving into this energy, new moon energy, new cycles, going into the new year. So remember, this energy goes from 12/12 to 12/30, and preceding that, we're going into the new year. So new cycles, new beginnings. What is the outcome? You are materializing something in your life. There is so very much to be grateful for. Financial success and the promise of retirement, a rich and rewarding family life. So I don't know if you're working on some new financial endeavor. Two of Cups, partnership. So this could be, because it also talks about a rich and rewarding family life. So this could be a business endeavor. It could be coming together and collaborating with somebody, like I said, in business, or it could be something not emotional, but relationship related. So this could be any kind of, when we talk about partnerships and collaborations and stuff like this, could be something with divine self. So it could be you connecting to yourself, you connecting to the divine realm. It could be some type of business partnership. It could be a love relationship that produces these very outcomes, okay? So you have the Two of Cups here. Two hearts dedicating to creating something wonderful. Kindred spirits, don't give up on those you love. When we talk about this rewarding family life, this could be in the family. It could be outside the family. However, that could be your soul tribe, could also be your family, okay? So look at it from all of those sides and put the energy where it goes. If this is somebody you're collaborating with in business, if this is somebody you're collaborating with in a relationship, then you have this Five of Pentacles. You were doing good, Gemini. What happened? Five of Pentacles. Sometimes, we see this as that's out in the cold energy because that's what depicted on the card. Sometimes it could be, I read this sometimes as a self-loathing card. And when I see these pentacles, I think about things that are materializing in your 3D reality. So it's not in the mind, it's not in the emotions, it is in your actual existence. So this could be you feeling this way, or somebody making you feel this way. This could be self-imposed, it could be something or someone outside of yourself. But this energy also, sometimes this card also speaks to you not doing things alone. You being reminded that the spirit realm is here to help you. So as you're moving through this 12/12 portal, as you're moving into the new moon cycle, as you're moving into the new year, and like I said, this is a time where we focus on the outcomes that we want. 12/12 in numerology, it talks about a time of expansion, a time of review, of spiritual activation. So this is a time for us to heal, a time to go within, a time to recenter, to realign, and prepare to be guided and shifted to a more positive place on our journey. So you have to be open and surrender to it. That is what Spirit is telling you when you're in this space. So this is a time for you to go within and connect, but to also reach up and reach out to the divine realm for that guidance. So it says you needn't go through your current challenges alone. Help is nearby. Negative thoughts create self-fulfilling prophecy. So when I'm looking at you being in this partnership with this Ten of Pentacles and this Two of Cups, I feel like as you're taking a review of the past, of what you have learned in this cycle, this whole year, as you're going within, Like I'm telling all my signs, journal, 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 journal. What have you experienced? What has that experience taught you? Why are you grateful for that experience? What have you learned? Because you're taking that stuff forward. So this is the energy that is going to be available to you and is available to you. This is the energy that you need to leave behind. So the new moon, when you're going from new moon to full moon, it's about embracing and releasing. So you're going to embrace this energy. But as we're moving toward this full moon into that new cycle, you're going to release this energy. This self-loathing, this woe is me, this I have to do it on my own. No, you don't. Spirit is like, we are here to help you. And we will send people to help you in these beautiful partnerships, love or otherwise. But you have to release this energy. And you have to believe that spirit is here to help you and guide you. So don't be in your head. Because it says this, negative thoughts create self-fulfilling prophecies. And you actually had 3 cards that came out in your pre-shuffle. And one of those, I'm going to read it later, was positive thinking. So it speaks to this, that mind space. And your air sign. It's all about logic. It's almost about thought space. In your head. Spirit is like, create a new narrative. Create a 10 of Pentacles narrative. 2 of Cups narrative, right? So something that is emotionally fulfilling, financially fulfilling. Okay? Magician. My last read, Aquarius air signs had this too. You can create the life you want. So as you're moving into this energy, what you are doing, let me be clear about this. When you are moving through this energy, whatever you give the most energy to, the most focus to, which you think about, you bring about. Thoughts become things. So if I'm the magician. You're the magical manifester in your own life. Magical, masterful manifester. That is who you are. That is exactly who you are. But if I'm negative thinking, creating these self-fulfilling prophecies about my life that are not true, I'm going to manifest that. So if you're thinking about this energy, like I said, it's a lot of energy now. 12-12 portal for manifestation. New moon on 12-12. 12-13 Mercury retrograde, winter solstice, and then new year. Whatever you operating in is what you're going to take into that year. So start in this moment manifesting the 10 of Cups, this 2 of Cups, and this 10 of Pentacles energy. Operating that energy, even if you don't see it yet. Even if you don't feel like it's materialized for you yet, operate in this energy. You don't want to go into the new year with this energy. Because it is going to be more of the same. You do not want this energy moving to start your new cycle, your new season, your new year. Okay? You have the power to magically manifest whatever it is you want. Focus on the outcome that you want. Okay? And one way that you do that, to release this energy, whoever, whatever it is that has you in this 5 of Pentacles energy, one way that you release that, like I said, is journaling. What lessons have I learned from this person, from this experience, from this relationship, from this connection, whatever it has been? What have I learned from it? Journal and give gratitude. Why am I thankful that I've learned this lesson? Number 1, you learned it because it makes you better. Number 2, you learned it because you're going to be using it to make somebody else better. All right? You're going to be paying that forward. Let's see what else Spirit has to say to you. As you are moving forward, new seasons, new cycles, my lovely gems. What y'all got? Knight of Wands, passion and passionate action. Action towards something that you're passionate about. Confident, enthusiastic, courageous, charismatic. Time to take action, great passion for a cause, instinctively knowing what to do. This is what you want to do. That's how you transmute that energy. You take this 5 of Pentacles energy, you put some fire to it, and you get optimistic. You become more passionate about what it is you really love doing, not what you don't, okay? Not what you don't love, not what hurt you, not what broke you. Because truly, it didn't really break you. If it didn't hurt, if it didn't kill you, it made you stronger, right? 10 of Swords. So you have the 10 of Swords. So remember, 10s are new beginnings. New beginnings. Like I said, okay, so you started with this 10 of Pentacles here. You got this 10 of Swords that fell under this 10 of Pentacles. But this is not negative. What's negative, if you keep moving forward with this 5 of Pentacles energy, which I don't see, I feel like you're coming into your own, acknowledging who you are, recognizing who you are and what you're capable of. And then you start to move into this passionate energy, and you start to move forward doing and focusing on what you love and actively carrying that out. Because those wands, that fire to me is about action. And then you have a knight there. So this Ten of Swords says, again, this is air energy, mind space. A situation has ended and you are finally free. New opportunities for happiness will now follow. Put the past behind you. So that's what I think you're doing. I think, like I said, this is a message to release, let go. Like I said, journal. What did I learn? Let it go. Release it. Release the past. Be grateful for what you learned, because now you can apply what you learned in the future, moving into this new cycle. And what that means is when we apply what we learn, so say if you're somebody who gravitates to toxic people, relationships, friendships, it doesn't matter. If you're that person that gravitates to that energy, Spirit is like, okay, take an inventory. That's why you're doing that now, before you go into this new season, new cycle, new year. Spirit is saying, okay, what did you learn about yourself? Why do you do that? Why do you miss the red flags or the signs? What is it that you need to change about you so that you more readily see those signs, and then you respond accordingly? You don't pacify, you don't justify them. You look at them for what they are and say, okay, I've seen this before. I'm going to cut this cord because I don't need to see this. I don't need to live this out for 10 more years, to understand that it's not going to work out in a way that serves my highest good. So that is what those lessons are for. You start to because you're going to, in this new cycle, you're going to get tested. You are. You always do. We always do. So Spirit is saying, you're doing great. When you learn those lessons and you take inventory of them, this is the type of stuff it creates. This is a self-fulfilling prophecy that you want to manifest in your mind space. Being happy that what has ended, because when it ends, it creates new beginnings. And you have a great new beginning here with this Ten of Pentacles and this Two of Cups energy, okay? You're going to be partnering. You'll have soul partnerships. You will have divine partnerships and unions. Like I said, there could be friendship. It could be all of those things at once. It could be a friendship. It could be business partnerships. It could be a love relationship. It can definitely be all those things. It could be whatever you want it to be. In whatever condition you want it to show up. Okay? Now, when you apply the lessons, it shows up in this Ten of Pentacles and this Two of Cups and this Magician energy. But when you don't apply those lessons and you keep holding on to them, you take that Ten of Swords into your new beginning. And that is not what you want to do. Okay? Thank you, Archangel and Ancestor Spirit Guides. What other message do you have? Queen of Swords. This is Libra energy, but it's still air energy. And this is what I'm talking about. The Queen of Swords is usually the queen who has learned from the past. She can look back over the past and she can laugh at those things that hurt her at one point. She can see the humor in it. She sees the lessons. And that's why in typically when this queen is depicted, she has that sword extended, because now she's like, hold on. Before I let you in my energy, before I let you in my space, let me take inventory of this. That's why I said reviewing the past. What lessons? How do you carry those lessons forward in your future? In a balanced way. Not in a way that you are still hurting from them. But in a way where you are reviewing that with compassion, with kindness, with gratitude. Because then you are able to look at people that approach you in the future through those same eyes. But you're still fair. And you're less emotional, but you are more keenly aware in a logical sense about, okay, this is why this doesn't make sense for me to stay close to this person or to continue to take this mind space or this habit into my future because it doesn't serve me well, okay? So it says you know exactly what to do. The benefit of experience, a time for career rather than relationships. And that could be some of y'all in this energy of you focusing on your money. You got this Ten of Pentacles here. That's why I said this Two of Cups doesn't always mean that it's a love relationship on the horizon. It doesn't always mean that. It could be a very successful partnership. It could be platonic relationships. It could be the improvement of family situations. It could be a lot of stuff. It says don't give up on those you love, including yourself. And sometimes when I look at this Two of Cups, I think of that divine connection between the masculine and the feminine energy that resides within us. Because all of us have both of those energies within us. So it's not always about relationships. So for those of you who this is your story, relationships, fine. For those of you who it isn't, fine. Put it where it goes. Some of y'all are looking for business partnerships, people that you can, or just good, honest friendships, people you can trust, people who support you the way you support them. This is the season when you manifest all of those things. This is exactly what this is, okay? So, let's see. Thank you, Archangels. And that fell right under, that Queen of Swords fell under this Two of Cups. Okay, what else you got? So you got the Page of Wands. So you have the Page of Wands falling on this Five of Pentacles. Pages usually are news, messages. But like I said, we're going into Mercury retrograde. So watch what messages, number one, watch what messages you are telling yourself. So any messages that come in, like some people always say, you know, well, when you see the Six of Cups though, but sometimes Mercury retrograde brings people from your past back. Sometimes to me, I think about this where messages be coming in from anywhere. Messages from spirit, messages from yourself, your innermost self, messages from people outside of you. Either way it goes, you are being very aware and intentional about what messages you allow to come through. Okay? Specifically with you being an air sign and we talking about logic and mind space, because like I said, this negative thinking here, and you had this positive thinking card to come out, what messages are you feeding yourself? Okay, so you have to be very mindful of that. So this Page of Wands says energetic, brave, optimistic, and playful. Follow your passion. You're ready for any challenge, opportunities for excitement and adventure. That is why Spirit is saying get out of this Five of Pentacles energy. Do not move forward in this energy. Move forward with optimism. Taking action. Fire, passion about what you do and who you are. Okay? Like I said, think about what you want to manifest moving into this new year. All right. Empress. Let me tell you something, Gemini. And the Empress fell right here under the Magician. Now, what does that tell you? You can manifest successfully and abundantly whatever it is you want to create for yourself. Moving into this new cycle, new season, new moon, new year. Okay? So it says, time to act upon your plans. Creativity is rewarded, luxurious or abundant resources. And we know this to be true. You start off with the Ten of Pentacles. And the Empress fell, the gender doesn't matter, fell under the Magician. You can manifest what it is you desire. And ultimately manifest it. You know, you can have it on whatever level you imagine it. Okay? Let's see. Three of Pentacles, which talks about putting in time and work doing what you love. Do what you love. A time of great personal growth in your career or artistic endeavors, working with others in a cooperative manner. Yes, this is what I think this is speaking of. Like I said, you started with this Ten of Pentacles. And then you got this Two. When I see this Two of Cups, I think more about partnerships in business and in other ways, in other areas of your life. But because then you have this Queen of Swords that talks about a time for career rather than relationships that fell right under the Two of Cups. I think that this is Spirit saying to focus on your purpose, focus on what it is you love doing, and get that going. Because, I mean, the love, it'll come. It'll come. But you will have accomplished what you set out to accomplish, and you don't have to worry about having distractions as you do that. But if this is somebody you're already in a loving, defined partnership, this is saying that stuff is going to be strengthened, and you and that person will grow and come together in a cooperative way. And if you are not doing that now, like I said, how can you improve that? What can you do to make that happen moving into this new phase? Either you're going to do, if that happens, one or two ways. And now we talk about love readings and relationships. People don't like to hear the letting go part. So if something is not serving you well, as you're moving into these new seasons, new cycles, I don't care who it is or what it is. Set a boundary and create a divide between you and that person, or you have to know when it's time for you to release that person or that thing altogether. And that is not always things that are outside of you. That also includes what is going on inside of you. Like I said, what story are you feeding yourself about yourself? What narrative am I painting? What self-fulfilling prophecies am I bringing to life? Is it love for myself? Is it self-confidence in myself? Because like I said, you had two cups. This one talks about negative thinking, and then in the pre-shuffle you had another card about negative thinking. So whatever story you are telling yourself about you is what you're manifesting. Like I said, this 5 of Pentacles fell right behind this Magician. So it is saying, whatever I am thinking, I am creating. Thoughts become things. They are materializing. That is why this 5 of Pentacles is in the earth sign. Whatever you are thinking, you materialize. Because you are magical. Whether you are aware of the level of magic you possess or not. Whether you are aware and tapped into your manifesting abilities or not. You are doing it. You are manifesting what you think and believe about yourself. All right, so think and believe the absolute best about you. Because you're on the board as an Empress and a Queen of Swords. Well experienced and well balanced and accomplished here. That's your energy. Male, female, does not matter over here. That is your energy. And you're moving into this season of doing what you love. So that is the thing for you to focus on. What do I love? What brings me fulfillment? What brings me joy? What aligns me and keeps me centered? What grows me? Because remember, going into this new energy, this 12-12 portal energy is about spiritual activation and expansion. What helps me to grow spiritually? Okay? And how do I benefit the world with this? You know, and when I say that, like I said, it's not always about what stage you're standing on. It doesn't mean you have to be on a platform like this. That could be in your everyday waking life, where you work, where you play. Who is paying attention to you? You're offering the world your presence. You have a lot of 10s, and they're falling right under each other. So you have 3 10s so far. You got 2 3s out here. You got the 3 with this Empress, and then you have the number 3 with this Pentacles, this 3 of Pentacles energy here. So that may be some numbers for you to pay attention to. The number 10 and the number 3. Look those up. I know number 3 is mind, body, soul connection. And 10, like I said, is new beginnings. You don't have a 9 out here. So 9 is when the cycle is ending, and number 10 is when a new cycle starts. Now, this is the 10 of Wands. The 10 of Wands falls under this 10 of Swords. So you start with 10 of Pentacles, and then you got this 10 of Swords, and then you have this 10 of Wands that falls right under it. I'm telling you, whatever is stressing you, is burdening you, is weighing you down, whether it's your own thoughts, whether it is something that somebody else outside of you is imposing, this is your sign to let it go, because you are moved. You do not want to manifest more of this energy. I promise you don't. Not going into the new year. Not even in your waking moment right now. Not for the remainder of this year. Focus on, like I said, one day, every day, moving up to the new year. One day, one thing, once a day. What am I learning? Whatever this is that's caused you this hurt that you moving out of, something is begin. Like I said, the 10 is something, a new cycle has begun. Now, you're beginning a new cycle and you are still in this energy, and Spirit is telling you, let this go. Because you have this 10 of Swords, whatever it is, it was very painful, hurtful. And pieces of it, even if you're out of it now, because the 10 of Swords talks about an ending. But then you have it followed by this 10 of Wands that tells me that you're still giving energy to it. You're still giving energy to it. And there may be some remnants of that you still need to let go, because it still bothers you on some level here. It still burdens you on some level. So you still have to release. There's still remnants of it to release. And that's why we continue to assess and reassess ourselves. Evaluate and reevaluate our circumstances, our situations, and all these experiences, because things continue to come up and come out. When they do, you let them go. You give gratitude, write it down, journal it. What did this situation teach me? How did it make me feel? Be realistic about how it made you feel. What did it teach you, though? And why am I grateful that I learned that lesson through this experience? New cycles cannot begin until old cycles end. Just like this card says, you are finally free. New opportunities for happiness will follow. That's what this 10 of Swords says. Leave the past behind. You will not experience these. If you were still going through whatever it was, because 9 of Swords comes before this, you will not have that experience without experiencing what you experienced in that energy. In this experience, it's 10 of Swords energy. Whatever it was, betrayal, hurt, hardship, lack, whatever. If you had not experienced that, but you got to get the lesson so that you can move on. You would not know how powerful you are, how magical you are, your greatest abilities. You would not know that if you didn't go through these things. You wouldn't know it. You have to live that. That's why I tell people, live the lesson. You will live the lesson before Spirit calls you to give the lesson to somebody else. Live the lesson before you give the lesson, okay? 10 of Wands says, ask your angels for helpful people to lighten your load, working too many hours, trying too hard to please others. I think that goes to this, and this two of Cups. Partnering with people who actually contribute something to your spiritual growth, your financial growth, whatever it is that you're seeking out to actually have or improve on in this new cycle. Like I said, that could be anything. It could be love, it could be money, it could be, business, whatever. Spirit is saying, ask. Don't sit here thinking you have to do it by yourself. You need to go through your current challenges alone. Ask for help for people. Because you doing it by yourself is what's creating this burden. It is what will keep you in this, even though you've come out of this 10 of Swords energy, because you've come out of it, it's ended. You're already starting the new cycle of your life. You're already seeing the financial benefits. Or you will be seeing them when you do this work moving into this new cycle. Don't have this remnants of the stuff that you didn't release. The stuff that you didn't give gratitude for. Lingering on. That's what Spirit is saying. You can be free. You are free and you know that. So Spirit says you know that. And you have the financial stuff and the partnerships and all that stuff coming in to prove it, that you're moving forward. Then you cannot. If you still operate in this energy, it's going to take you back. You're going to be regressing, not progressing. Okay? So moving forward is about progress. Moving forward is about progress. Okay? As you're moving forward in this new energy, you are progressing, not regressing. Okay? All right, thank you, Archangels, Ancestors, Spirit Guides. What else do you have for my lovely Gemini? Then you got the 2 of Wands. I don't know why I thought you had the 3 of Wands out here, but you didn't. You had the 3 of Pentacles. Okay. So you got double 2s out here too, don't you? Yeah, 2 of Cups. And this falls in the same line with the 2 of Cups. Make bold and ambitious choices. Great progress. Progress, if we just talk about progression, is possible. Important relationships with people who share your vision. You have 3 cards out here. This will talk about kindred spirits. 2 hearts dedicated to creating something wonderful. And then this one says, ask your angels for helpful people. And then this says, because you're this magical manifesting magician turned empress. And this is progression on that path, because you start with the Fool, which is 0. When you're talking about the Fool's journey, you come into the space of the magician where you're recognizing as you're on this journey what things give you, what power you actually have. What spiritual gifts you actually have. And how to put that stuff into practice so that you manifest what you want. Which is the 3 with this Empress, okay? So then, like I said, you have this 2 of Wands. More passion, more fire. A love for what you do. Doing what you love. 3 of Pentacles here. Okay? But when you do what you love, Spirit is also saying be mindful not to overwork yourself. Find time to balance out that energy, so that you can actually enjoy the journey and not be burdened by it, okay? That's one of those lessons you learned in the past. So you got the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords. Ooh, okay. Now, when I think about the King of Swords, so the Queen of Swords is, she sees the humor and she's in what she's experienced. The King of Swords, again, masculine energy. So you got, like I said, you got that 2 of Cups here. And to me, that's a representation of masculine and feminine energy, which we all possess. So now you have the Queen of Swords, which is your feminine energy, understanding these lessons, using this magician to transmute these lessons into something that serves my highest good, which is why you turn out to be the Empress here in your feminine energy. But then when we look at the King of Swords, he's described often on these cards as stoic. Somebody who can go through hard times and endure them without complaining or emotionally expressing them. So that can be good in this sense because you're learning to balance your emotions. And there's not, the only emotional card out here is this Two of Cups. And that's partnering with your, to me, that's self, coming together with self and spirit. That is what that is. Marry your masculine, your feminine energy in the best possible way. But this King of Swords also talks about standing for what he believes in, standing in integrity, not compromising his morals, his ethics for anything or anyone, and still being successful. That's what that speaks to me. So it's principled, rational, ambitious, and respected. Wisdom and objectivity are important now. Standing your integrity, a situation that calls for honest and open communication. And as you're taking inventory of your life moving forward, your experiences, moving into this new season, new year, that is what you need to have an important conversation with yourself, with spirit. That is why you are taking inventory, assessing and reassessing what I have learned, but also what have I contributed. Even if I've experienced hardships, what have I contributed to it? What has my thinking contributed to it? What have my actions contributed to it? And be honest with yourself about that. You don't have to prove that or share that with the rest of the world, but be honest with yourself. So now you know what to do moving forward. So when you start to see those red flags, it's like, yeah, I know what I did last time. We're not doing that this time. Okay? Let's get a couple more cards and I'll move on to another deck. You know what? Aquarius had this same card, the Magician, and they also had this, I think they had that Five of Pentacles too. So you got this card about communication, and you have another card about, and this fell the same way with them, I think, about communicate. Well, no, they had the Ace of Swords. So you have another card about important communication. So you got the Page of Swords, truthful, perspective, analytical, blunt. An exciting new challenge. You have what it takes to succeed. Review contracts or documents very thoroughly. So sometimes this Page of Swords can talk about somebody delivering a truth that is blunt, straight to the point, without tact. So that could be you, or that could be somebody delivering a message to you in that way. But Spirit is also, like I said, all this is telling you to is, like I said, review, 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 assess, and reassess. If there's an important conversation that needs to be had between you and someone else, have that conversation. What boundaries need to be drawn? How are we going, especially when you're talking about business, because you have this Ten of Pentacles here. You have all these cards out here talking about these opportunities coming to you moving forward. How am I going to communicate what my needs are, what my vision is? You want people to partner with you on your vision. How do you communicate that? Make it clear what it is that you want. Even if that's a love relationship, make clear, communicate clearly with that partner what your expectations are. And sit down and you guys have a realistic conversation about what you want that relationship to be moving forward. And like I said, with what you have learned, Three of Cups, you ended with some celebration. With what you have learned from the past, it's like, okay, we're both sitting here communicating about what it is we want. I'm communicating what I want in business. We're communicating what we want. And then you have this Eight of Wands on the bottom, which is another one about communication. But having those open and honest communications, but still leave room, being smart about it, not being caught up in your emotions, because ain't nothing out here that's saying that you and your emotions. But making sure I'm looking at this situation realistically, learning what I've learned before, especially if we talk about Mercury retrograde and people from the past coming back. And if I'm giving somebody from the past another chance, are they still doing what they did the last time? Okay, when I see signs of that, I'm not hanging around for that. I'm just not, you know. So you had the Three of Cups to come out last. Celebration. Coming together with people to celebrate with. Business, friendships, family, love, celebrating. Okay? It says reasons to celebrate a happy community of friends, happy announcements regarding relationships or children. And then you had, last but not least, you had the Eight of Wands at the bottom of the card. I took that out because that talks about quick communication too coming in. So it says a great deal of activity, sudden and immediate results, important communication. So there is something I believe Spirit is trying to communicate to you, through you and your higher, this connection with your higher self, which is why I think this King and this Queen of Swords is out here. And with this Two of Cups. And like I said, it could be love. It could be somebody, both of y'all let this kind of got your guard up type energy. Because when I see the King and the Queen of Swords, I don't see them as a romantic couple. I see two very firm people with strong opinions, a strong stance in where they are. And they do need to communicate. They really need to communicate they need to soften each other up, number one. But they need to not be so firm with each other. But I don't see romance when I look at them. I see that standing firm on who I am and what I believe in type energy. But that's why I'm reading this as more of a because it's too, like I said, this talks about a time for career rather than relationships. So it's this person standing up in a leadership position and holding firm and fast on who they are. They standing in their integrity, and they're just not playing the radio with anybody. Okay, so let's see what else we get, and then we will give you some oracle cards, and I'll read those cards that came out because you had a couple of power of surrender cards that came out in the pre-shuffle. High Priestess, you know exactly what to do. You had another card here that talked about that, about you knowing exactly what to do. It was this card, this Queen of Swords, talks about that. The High Priestess. Intuitively, you know what to do. Realistically, you know what to do. Okay? It says, listen to your intuition, have patience, consider carefully what you want before acting. Then I say, take that inventory, journal what you have learned, and then also ask yourself, what is it how do I know how to communicate my vision? You have to understand what it is you want to be able to communicate your vision in love, in life. If you're trying to partner with people, how do you get them on board if you don't believe in what you're selling? Whether you're selling yourself for a marriage and to be in an intimate relationship, or you're trying to be partner with people in business about an idea or something that you have, how do you solidify that? By how you communicate it. You have to know what that is. So that is what this time to go within is about. Taking that introspect. So you have the Magician, which is number 1, the High Priest is number 2, and the Empress is number 3, which to me is progress. You are progressing one step at a time, one phase at a time, and that's fine. But that is what this time of going within during this cycle is about. It is not about making big decisions. This time, especially when you're talking about the retrograde, it's not about making big decisions. And then you got the 4 of Wands here. More celebratory energy next to this 3 of Cups. More energy of celebration, okay? So it says contentment, peace, and abundance. A happy home life, the successful completion of a project. Yes. Which is why you started with the 10 of Pentacles. You have successfully done the work. So as you are moving, like I said, and I know sometimes you look at these readings and you're like, y'all always saying this. Y'all always saying somebody gonna be happy. Y'all always saying Monday gonna come. That's always in the cards though. It's just the journey, the path that you take to get to it. And looking at this, like I said, letting go. You going through enough with these burdens and this heartache and this heartbreak, this 10 of Swords energy and stuff like that. You don't need to be self-loathing. You don't need to be feeling down on yourself. Or any of that. Spirit is like, no. Think about what you want. If you're talking about getting to this 10 of Pentacles and staying in this 10 of Pentacles and, embodying this Empress energy and manifesting as a magician and as a High Priestess being divinely connected so you know what you know when you know it, it still takes work. It still takes work. We can read these cards all day and you can do nothing, and guess what? Nothing gonna happen. You have to know who you are and what you are capable of. If you frustrated in this very moment, you don't feel like nothing working out, this is a reminder that you have the power inside of you. This energy exists on the inside of you all day, all night, 24/7, 365. You ain't got to go nowhere to get it. You ain't got to keep going to 15 retreats, listen to 35,000 tarot readers, meditating day and night. That energy is already in you. You activate it. How? How do you think? What do you think? Do you think that energy exists? Because if you don't, you create that self-fulfilling prophecy. Do you think it exists? Because if you do, you create that self-fulfilling prophecy. Your thoughts become things. I cannot say that anymore. Let's get a couple more cards here, and then we will do some oracles, and I'm going to do some angel numbers. Let me tell you something, Gemini. You better get with the program. You better get with the program. Guess what you had to come out the second time? Magician. Let me just put that card down. Magician. Spirit says checkmate. You are ready. You have the resources or the ability to manifest them. Life is magical. You are the resource. You are the magic. It is you. It is in you. It is of you. It is through you. you can have all of this on the times 1,000, times infinity. You can have it. You can have it. You don't need this reading to know that. But if you are, it's confirmation. You can have it. You can be it. You can do it. Okay? Spirit is just reminding you and confirming. You have everything you need already operating within you. I'm going to read this card that fell out during your pre-shuffle. Positive thinking. Thinking about what you want to create, what outcome you want. What do you want the outcome to be, Gemini? My life is full of small patches of light. I direct my thoughts to that which brings me well-being. I place what is weighty for me into the hands of the universe. Little by little, the light awakens in my being and I find serenity. Yes, you do. And then you have this purple here, which is the crown chakra. That's your thought process. Thoughts become things. Magician is purple. Thoughts become things. And that, when I see, like I said, these cards for me are God cards. They are divine messages. Straight from the divine realm. Spirit is telling you how magical you are. That is why that card is there. Okay? I'm going to get you a couple of more of these. And then I'm going to, oh, and a couple of more fell out too. Okay. So you got another one, the crown chakra, purple. Looks like you got one that is, what is this, sacral. All right, so belief. I believe in myself, the beauty of life, and the goodness of God. Thus, I have the power to fulfill my dreams. The will of the Almighty supports me. My life is showered in divine light, and my heart opens to the power of the universe. Spirit ain't showing you nothing but love, sweetie. Believe. Think positive and believe in who you are and what you're capable of. Faithfulness. All of these are about, let me tell you something. Do you see how many cards I got in this deck? Look at all these cards. Look at all these. All these freaking cards. And you had 3 of them to come out about believing. Faith. Positive thinking. All of that's the same thing. Faithfulness. Stay in the course. Trusting the process. Believing that God, the universe, divine has your back, and the spirit realm is in full support of who you are and what you are accomplishing. I commit to my mind, heart, and will. I am devoted to the needs of my soul. I trust in myself, in God, and the universe. Let these be your mantra every day. As you are moving into this new cycle, this new energy in your life, let those things be your mantra. Especially when you start to find yourself in this 5 of Pentacles energy. When you see your mind starting to wonder. That's one of the lessons here that Spirit is telling you to apply moving forward. The power of positive thinking. Apply that. Moving forward. Okay? And then you had 2 power of surrender cards to fall out. One says, surrender your attachment to results. The formula for success is to do all you can to make things happen. Then let go of the results. Holding on too tightly to a desired outcome can sabotage it. That's why I said, as we are moving into this energy, operating in this energy, letting go is the biggest part of the process. When you're talking about death and rebirth, and letting go, receiving, letting go. That is what you do from the new moon. I'm bringing in what I desire. I'm manifesting, setting my intentions for what I desire, what I would like to see happen in my life, what I would like to have and to hold as I'm moving forward. And guess what I do? I take all these experiences in. I take all this material stuff in. I take all these emotions in. I take all these thought processes in. I take all these passionate new beginnings and opportunities in. I process them. I feel them. I feel all the feelings that come along with them. And then I sift them as I'm becoming my better self spiritually, emotionally, financially. I sift those things. And then I release what does not serve me well. I take in and I move forward with the lessons like this Queen of Swords. The lessons that really serve me, and I release what does not. Okay? And I release the attachment to the outcome. Sometimes we think we know what's best for us until we find out we don't. And God gives you something better than what you were begging for. The universe opens a door for an opportunity that's much better than what you could have ever conjured up. So that's why we release the attachment to the outcomes. I always say this mantra: I am open to all channels of universal supply. So God, however you want to send it, however you want to do it, I'm open to that. Because it may come in a traditional way, it may come in a non-traditional way. That's how the magic happens. Usually by non-traditional means. Okay? Surrender to passion. So you have a lot of fire cards out here. A lot of fire signs, which is about passion. Okay? Some of you might have fire in your chart. You might be attached to somebody who has fire in your chart. Get out of your head. Ooh, 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 Gemini. Because you know this air sign energy, you stay in your head. That goes back to this self-fulfilling prophecies about what you are thinking. It says, get out of your head and feel the fire in your belly. Focus on the people or activities that ignite your passion and let it flow. Couldn't have said it no better. Couldn't have said it no better. All right, let me get you some more cards and then we will do, this is going to be longer than I thought it was going to be. Thank you, Archangels, Ancestors. Oh, Gemini's, Gems. It says to love. I'm going to read this out of the book too. Okay. My Aquarius got a message similar to this where it was telling them about self-love, self-beauty, and all that stuff. So I think Spirit has this message for everybody. This says to love and accept yourself. Thank you, angels, for lovingly guiding me to self-acceptance. So like I said, when you're going through all this stuff in your life, good, bad, indifferent, ugly, whatever, it makes you who you are. It makes you who you are. The thing is to, when you're operating in that negative, bad stuff, and you have to look back and somebody was a ten of swords to you, or you were the ten of swords to somebody else. You cannot harbor regret, and guilt. That is why I said moving through this 12-12 portal is about reviewing the past with compassion for yourself and others, kindness for yourself and others, forgiveness towards yourself and others. That is what moving into this energy is about. So you accept, you learn from those mistakes. Long as you are learning from these mistakes and you're not moving into your new season, acting that way, thinking that way, being that way, you're okay. It is okay. You know, it's okay. And as long as you move forward and you're becoming your best self, and your best self, your best relationship, your best financial situations, your best emotion, that stuff should not be built on the foundation of somebody else's hurt. You causing somebody else hurt or pain. As long as what you do doesn't hurt yourself or others, go on and keep loving yourself. Go on and keep doing what you're doing, okay? All right, so the general meaning says you are doing so well on changing your old habits and thoughts that the angels are now encouraging you to take the next steps along your pathway, which are to approve of yourself and then love who you truly are. You are a divine, perfect, loving, and lovable child of God, and it's time for you to look at yourself through these spiritual eyes. Take a moment to look back on your achievements and then wrap your arms around yourself and give yourself some well-deserved love. Your self-esteem and confidence have taken blows or shock or trauma over the years and are no longer serving you. The angels want nothing more than for you to be at peace with yourself, your life, and they are here to help restore your faith and confidence in yourself. And you got that faithfulness card out here. Take time today to realize that you are loved unconditionally by heaven, and then take some steps towards loving yourself just the same. This is the key to opening up your good heart. All right? So Spirit is saying, don't close yourself off to love, being this Queen of Swords energy. It doesn't mean that you're closing yourself off to love. I'm still open. That's what I said, this balance, especially when you're thinking about this Empress energy here. She embodies all of those queens. So what are you learning as the Queen of Swords, as the Queen of Cups, as the Queen of Wands? What are you learning in all of those, the Queen of Pentacles, all those energies? Because they all have great representations. And if you operate in this Empress energy, you're moving into this energy, then you embody all of those things in a balanced way. So celebrate who you are, what you have accomplished as you move forward. That's what Spirit is telling you. Let me get you a Soul Truth card. Oh, well, that hurry up and came out. All right. Am I clear on what my soul really wants? Didn't I just, that goes back to this King of Swords, this Page of Swords. It talks about clearing up communication with others. So, like I said, whatever it is that you are meant to communicate, and then you have another communication card out here, which was the Eight of Wands. Whatever you are thinking of, dreaming of, working on in this, whether it's a relationship or whether it's a business partnership, family connections, whatever it is, Spirit is saying, communicate clearly. Know what you want so that you can communicate to all these people that you want to support you on this path, whatever journey that is, okay? Okay, I'm going to read what it says. It says, take out the shoulds and the limitations. Let me tell you something. Where is that other card? It's this card right here. This card says starts with get out of your head. This card says get out of your head. That is what this Five of Pentacles is talking about. Stop thinking the worst of yourself. I don't care who you are. I don't care where you are. I don't care what you have done. Moving forward. This is your cue. This is your confirmation. This is your sign. Get out of your head. Stop holding yourself to who you used to be or what you did that wasn't wrong. That was wrong. That may have hurt yourself. That may have hurt others. Spirit is saying, let it go. Take inventory of it. What did I learn from it about myself, about other people, about the situation? What did I learn about my spiritual journey? What did I learn? Why am I grateful that I experienced that? Release it. Do not move forward in that energy. You don't have to move forward lying, stealing, cheating, manipulating, people pleasing. You don't have to move forward in that energy. Neglecting yourself so you can give, and overgive to other people. You do not have to exist in that energy. Release it. Okay? You deserve every single thing that you're about to have. You deserve it. Even if you put in the physical work, you deserve it. The mental work, the spiritual work, the emotional work. If you are intentionally making these changes, you deserve what you are about to encounter here. You do. So when you move forward, not like this. Move forward thinking about how much you really do deserve because you put in the work. You should be proud of yourself, okay? And you should love yourself anyway. Operating in new energy. Take out the shoulds and the limitations. Get out of your head and pay attention to your heart's desires instead. If you knew it was impossible to fail, what would you do? Wherever you go, go with all your heart. Ask yourself, what is it that your soul really wants? What does your heart crave? Then take one step in that direction. That's all. It is not hard. It is not hard. We make it hard. Okay? I don't know why I'm being called to get one of these spirit messages for you. Let me get you one of these. Thank you, Archangels, Ancestors, Spirit Guides. What message do you have for my wonderful Geminis as they are moving into this new season, new cycle, new moon, and this 12-12 portal energy? Ground yourself. It says, being distracted, unfocused, and tired, irritated, impatient are all signs that you're ungrounded. Now is the time to become centered and allow Spirit to help you ground yourself and reconnect with the divine source. This goes back to this Five of Pentacles here. You need to go through your current challenges alone. Help is nearby. Negative thoughts create. And then you had another one here about going through alone, doing something on your own. It feels like, no, you have support all around you. Okay? All right, let's get you a Spirit's Animal. Archangel Animal card here. Thank you, Archangel Ancestors, Spirit Guides. What messages? You have the Whale. Let's see what that is. I'm also going to get you some angel numbers here too, Gemini. Let's see. All right, so you have the Whale here. Live as a fully conscious being. Live as a fully conscious being. Being aware of who you are, this magician energy, what you are capable of, and the fact that you have the magic of the universe within you. Okay? When you're living fully conscious, that is what you are aware of. You're fully aware of who you are. You're fully aware of what power resides within you, okay? All right, let me read what this says. All right, it says, this is the card of mastery. One of the first steps to be able to control your breathing, when you focus on your breath, you connect consciously to source and your place of origin. Well wisdom suggests that you center yourself through breathing or deepen your meditation practice. This goes back to this grounding yourself. Okay? That goes back to. When you think about or swim with whales, Angel Mary can also take you up to source. Your heart will be touched by the ineffable light. Rise above worldly matters and spread love, light, hope, and inspiration to those around you. Ask that your fifth dimensional blueprint be fully installed and live it. No matter what is happening around you, Be the best you can be. Did we just say that? I don't care who you are, what you're going through. Move in this energy. Keep moving forward as your highest and best self. Let go of old patterns, old thought processes, old beliefs that hold you back. That is what Spirit is telling you. Okay? Let's get you some angel numbers and we're going to close this out. Be on the lookout for your end of the year reading for all signs. It will be a collective read for all signs. Because there's some stuff Spirit has been giving me to say. Messages for us to all hear and know as we are moving into this new energy. Oh, this is what it was. You had the number 13. I am confident. Yes, you are, Gemini. Know that. Know that you're confident. You are a conscientious worker with a knack for coming up with creative ideas and turning them into something real. An optimistic but practical outlook keeps you determined and on track as you work steadily towards your goals. So that's your first angel number 13. But also look up the number 1, the number 3, the number 10, and the number 2. You have all of those out here multiple times. You got 2 3s that fell right under each other. You got the, with the Empress and the 3, then you have 2 magicians out here. You got 2 10s, 2 2s. So yeah, look those numbers up. 3, 10, 2, 13. All right. Thank you, Archangels, Ancestors, Spirit Guides. What other messages do you have? Okay. All right, Gemini. 888. I am abundant. You started off with the 10 of Pentacles. That's confirmation that you are. As you focus on all the wonderful things that surround you, you're clearing the path for more positive energy to flow into all areas of your life and creating a place for abundance. All right, gems. All right, babes. Y'all got it. You got it. You got to move forward, trusting the path that you're on and believing in your capabilities and your ability to make it all happen. Okay? Trust the process. Trust yourself in the process. Trust that Spirit is with you on the journey. Bringing it all to pass. Thank you, Archangels, Ancestors, Spirit Guides. What other messages do you have, our lovely Geminis? 66. I am positive. Confirmation. Positive thinking. All right. It says your guardian angel is teaching you the essence of unconditional love. You are encouraged to have faith that the universe will provide for you while you are manifesting your inner desires. That ain't nothing but a summary of all this. And that 6 and 6 is 12. 2 and 1 is 3. So that's your 3 again. Okay? All right, let me get one more for you. Thank you, Archangel, Ancestors, Spirit Guides. Give me one more message for our Geminis as they are moving through this 12-12 portal. And they are embarking on this new journey, this new cycle, this new season of their lives. What else do they need to know? Thank you, Archangel, Ancestors, Spirit Guides. What other message do you have? Let's see what you got here, Gemini. So you got 6, 6, and then you got 9, 9. And I am courageous, yes, because you have to be bold to step out and to do all this, to move forward, to let go of what doesn't serve you. I'm going to read that one last. Okay. It says, I am courageous. It is time to get to work on the realization of your soul's mission in life. You have a higher purpose in this life that is yours and only yours to fulfill. Unleash your true power. So Aquarius had a lot of the same stuff that y'all have out here. Aquarius had this card. They had this 9-9. They had this 8-8-8. They had that Magician. I want to say they had that 5 of Pentacles. They had this face. They had a lot of the same cards that you have. I don't know if this is just an air sign thing, but we're going to see. Anyway, like I said, Gemini, as you're moving in this energy, remember 12-12 is a 12-12 portal. Manifesting, reviewing, a compassionate, patient, loving, forgiving, gratitude-filled review of the past. 12-13 is Mercury retrograde. 12-21 is the winter solstice. This energy goes into 12-30 on into the new year. Journal each day. One thing a day that you have experienced. I don't care how bad it was, how good it was, what you learned from that experience, and why you are grateful for it. Okay? Thank you for joining me. I hope that this resonated with you. Be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.